right, this one's for all our area operations, integration, and test managers. We're going to give you the high-level view you need, showing you how a solid partnership with Metrology is one of your best tools for keeping programs right on track. Look, our goal here is simple. We want to show you how the Metrology Group is your partner in this. We're not about adding red tape. We're here to help guarantee the precision, the compliance, and the reliability that are just absolutely critical for your team to succeed. So here's what we're going to cover. We've got 5 key areas, all looked at from your perspective. Our shared goal, your first line of defense, the core processes, how we manage risk, and finally, your one-stop shop for support. Let's dive in. Okay, let's start with the big picture, right? Our shared goal. This is all about how doing calibration the right way directly protects your schedule and seriously lowers your program's risk. We know you're busy. This is not about piling on more paperwork. It's about building a real partnership that actively stops product failures in their tracks, avoids that costly rework, and, most importantly, keeps your schedules from slipping. Now, don't worry, you're not going to be quizzed on these document numbers. Just know that these two are the bedrock of our quality management system, our QMS requirements. And our team is here to help you and your people put them into practice, right there on the floor. So that's the what. Now, how do we actually make it happen on the floor? Well, it really all comes down to one absolutely critical role, your first line of defense. So our QMS requires every single work center to have a primary and a secondary custodian. For you, as a manager, this person is so much more than a contact. They are your empowered agent for every calibrated asset you have. They're your direct line to our team. This slide, this right here, is the game changer. It's about a shift in mindset, a proactive custodian, someone who's in those daily SQD meetings, who forecasts tool needs. They don't just check a box once a month. They actively shape your production schedule. They save you time, money, and a whole lot of headaches. All right, so what does this look like day to day? What are the fundamental processes your custodian is going to manage with our support? Let's walk through them. Okay, so let's say you get a brand new tool. Bringing us into the loop from day one is so important. It ensures you're getting an effective tool from an approved vendor, and it lets us get it logged, labeled, and into service with zero impact on your schedule. This simple color coding is basically the visual language of the factory floor. And that red tag, that one is critical. It's not just for us or for QA. It empowers anyone on your team to hit the brakes and isolate a tool they think might be compromised. That's how we prevent failures before they ever happen. You know, in a perfect world, every tool would pass calibration with flying colors every single time. But we don't live in a perfect world. So here's how we team up with you to manage risk when things don't go exactly to plan. Okay, this is a big one. It's one of the most critical risk points we have. So what happens when a tool fails calibration, when it's found to be out of tolerance? Well, it triggers a very clear, very immediate set of actions. The absolute first priority here? Containment. We have to contain the problem. These immediate steps stop a potential issue from spreading, and they officially kick off the unscheduled inspection report in TPQA so we can begin the formal assessment. And this table really breaks down how that partnership works. We generate the initial report and we help figure out the scope of the containment. But your team's input, your team's knowledge is absolutely essential to disposition that report and figure out the final impact on the product. Look, we get it. To avoid stopping production, sometimes you just need a bit more time with the tool. And our system allows for that with calibration extensions. But, and this is key, they have to be a proactive scheduling tool. They need justification, they need approvals, they are not for last-minute emergencies. And as you'd expect, the longer the extension, the more stringent the approvals get. It just directly reflects the increasing risk to the program. And Metrology always gives the final sign-off, just to ensure we maintain full QMS compliance. So to pull all of this together and make it as easy as possible to manage, we've built a central one-stop resource for you and your custodians for everything Metrology related. Think of this SharePoint page as your digital front door to our department. We design it from the ground up to streamline every single request and give you complete transparency into the whole process. And right here, your custodian can manage the whole shebang. They can submit those extension requests we just talked about, request support for a new tool, or even schedule on-site support for equipment that can't be moved. This is what helps you plan your build and test schedules way more effectively. Okay, let's boil this all down. What are the key things that you, as a manager, really need to take away from all this? This is your action plan. If you focus on these 4 areas, you're going to transform calibration from just another requirement into a real strategic advantage for your team. It's all about partnership, empowerment, proactive planning, and using the right tools. So we'll just leave you with that final thought to consider. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your partnership in getting the mission done.